Hi friends, so this is your friend Arun from Live in Germany channel. So today I'm going to tell you a very beautiful story, or start with a very beautiful story. So during this pandemic time, every one of us were affected in different ways, whether it's financially or job wise, health wise, or even we lost some of our loved ones. But there is one category of people who were affected the most, or one of the most affected categories, I would say. It is the young parents, or the first time parents in a foreign country, especially like Germany, which was also hard hit by a pandemic and they had a lot of restrictions. So how to handle the situation was a very huge problem for them. And having this as a thought, Pragya Vakil, the founder of Indian Food Train, came up with a beautiful idea. So it all started with a Facebook post. So she posted on Facebook on how do we solve this problem, and she called in for volunteers, and lot of selfless and good-hearted people came together. They were just waiting for it, and she was the spark. So they just formed this Indian Food Train. So every day when the post got bigger, a lot of compartments started adding to this food train, and they call them the food train, but I would say they are like beautiful flowers in the bouquet. The bouquet got bigger and bigger and beautifuler as more flowers were put into it. You will see why I call all these sisters as beautiful flowers when you watch the video. The energy, the emotions, this was a really overwhelming thing for me to handle myself. So what is this all around? You're giving it too much of hype. It's not too much actually. They are like the unsung heroines of this pandemic. So what they did, or what do they do? So they are not a catering service or a tiffin service. It's a purely voluntary service happening in Munich for new parents and also for patients who needs care. So what they do, when there's a request from new parents especially, they take in requests from the parents and see if they are living within the available area, like the M zone, which they handle, and then they deliver them food for minimum of 5 days and a maximum of 7 days. So this is something really great, because during this pandemic time, lot of us have no time. At least I would say I didn't have any time, but I would say they broke that everything like anything, because you see all these volunteers are single women, married women, they have kids, some of them are employed, some of them do a lot of stuff, and they had a lot of work to do, but they still found some time to help others. So that is the motivation behind it. And when you see this interview, they say all they expect in return is a smile. So that is the most heart-melting moment for me actually. So they don't take a single euro or anything. They don't expect anything back. It's a completely voluntary service which they do out of their heart. It's a work of heart, I would say. And the way they are organized, it is something, like corporate company, they have everyone for every particular role, and they take self-responsibility and then do this like very, very, like pakka, I would call it locally. So they take the request, they even check like, okay, what type of food they need, because they themselves were mothers, some of them, and they know like what kind of a food a woman needs, especially after a child is born, and allergies, and also whether it's a vegetarian, non-vegetarian request they have. They find the meal volunteers, they prepare the food, the delivery volunteers then deliver it. It's completely run by women. Of course, we have one hero, Vivek Mehta, who will you watch at the end. So he also did a very good role in this. And this is a very, very inspirational story, guys. Please watch till the end. It's a no ads video. So share with a lot of people. The motto of this video is to reach it with more people as much as possible, so that a lot of people can start something like this in their own cities and then help each other during a time of pandemic. So I thank all of these lovely sisters for giving me a beautiful interview, and please do watch it till the end, and please click on the like button. So like I say in every video, one like is one smile. So they expect a smile, please give it to them, not for me. And if you want, add more in your comment section, and then let's watch to the video. So hi everybody. So today I'm back again with another interesting interview with all women's team here actually today Sunday morning. So today we are going to talk about the Indian food train which is happening in Munich. So before I say a few words about that, as always, I want them to say themselves. It will be which better. So here we have with us 11 beautiful women on Sunday morning, which is very nice and refreshing to see so many people online. Thank you for that. And Pragya, please take over and say a few words about yourself and about the projects which you're doing.
Hi everyone. Yes, it's a Sunday morning, but like I said, although there's a saying that more than two women cannot work together, but like I said, we are going to prove that wrong, and we have proved that wrong. This Indian food train is led by volunteers. All of us are volunteers. We come from different walks of life. Somebody has a small kid, somebody works, and somebody is a homemaker with two kids, and so it's a variety of women you will find here who are taking n number of responsibilities. But it's a pleasure, I would say, and the most important part of this food train is kindness. We keep complaining, right, that oh, people are not kind. No, it's not like that. Kindness is definitely there. Humanity is definitely there. Although I initiated it, but I give the credit, success of this whole food train credit goes to the admin team and the volunteers. Because see, we can only arrange for a food train, but what if nobody volunteers? It goes for a toss. But the way we got the response was overwhelming, and that is also the reason why in this meeting, although we could not accommodate all the volunteers, but we have some of the volunteers who are kind of regular. I mean, you just tell them that there is a food train. Although one of them has a very small kid, but she immediately, I'm talking about Bhavya also. She immediately says, "Yeah, I'm ready." And sometimes it happens that mostly it is for 7 days which we do the food train, and sometimes we fall short of 1 day or 2 day, and suddenly one of them says, "It's okay, I'll do for 2 days. I'll do for and it is overwhelming for us and also parents. And they thank us. When they thank us and they send those emotional messages, the way they got support from us, I think that makes our day. That gives us all the credits what we are working for. But I won't talk much. Like I said, I'm only the initiator, and I take care of the social media, influencer. Basically, I take part in that. But I think the most part is done by my team members. So I would ask my team to take over. And
Sure. That's very nice of you. Thanks, Pragya. I mean, the significance of your work is known to people who actually undergo this process, yeah? Because as a YouTuber, I get a lot of messages, especially from women saying like, Arun bro, we are stuck. When can we bring our parents? It's kind of very hardening. Like when I read those messages, it really makes me feel so bad, honestly. And when I came across your work, I was really overwhelmed with, like some kind of happiness and mixed feelings. Because I have friends who are pregnant here in Ingolstadt, for example, and they have a lot of trouble because they are new, they are afraid, and the husbands are also new to Germany. They also don't know how to manage. As a guy, I can help them out with those stuff, but other stuffs, it's very hard, yeah. So something like this happening in Munich, and this is kind of a motherly love you give to young parents. It's really, really. I mean, I cannot describe that in words. All I can say is a very big thank you from all our subscribers, yeah, and also from all the Munich members. And you women all serve as a huge inspiration and motivation. I think also next months in other cities to something start like this, yeah. So this is very inspiring, and I think hopefully this video reaches more people, and more people will also take your leads and use an example, yeah. So you should also pat your back yourselves for that. I can do that for you. So thanks once again, yeah. So Pragya, I wanted to ask you like, when did this idea come to your mind, and like how did you start initially? Like I'll go to the scaling process, but how did you start?
Okay, it was around April, I guess, and somebody posted on one of the Facebook groups. The husband, basically, I think you would know that if you were deputed from India here, you will not get the parental leave.
Yes.
So, and that's where the challenge comes. And that was the time when India was hitting the highest number of COVID cases.
Okay.
Parents who had the visa were also not allowed to travel, and that's when somebody asked that, oh, my wife is in the hospital, can somebody help me with the food, or can somebody tell me where I can get homemade food, because German food is something we are not yet accustomed to, because the food is completely different. That's when the idea struck me that, oh my god, such a sad and difficult situation for new parents. That's when I decided, okay, let's do something. I didn't know it'll be for 7 days. I thought we will do for just few days or something. But then when I spoke about this idea to a few of the members, I mean, they are now the admins, and they said that, yeah, sure, why not? It's a great idea. And that gave me the confidence. Although I asked like 10 people, out of it, like 3 people just said yes. I said, doesn't matter. Even if one person says yes, I will go ahead.
That's nice.
That was just the idea. But the way it became formalized, Indian food train, Munich, and then we have food trains, and so that went on, of course, when the team formed. But the idea was, see, when I was pregnant, when I had my baby, my mom was there.
Okay.
To give me food, be it grocery, be it food, nothing I had to worry about. I just was taking care of myself. My baby was spending time with my baby. And imagine if that support is not there. Husband and wife are baffled. It's a new phase in your life which you have never seen. This can only be experienced, right? That's when I thought, okay, now. But by God's grace, I would say, because of all the kind volunteers, I take this opportunity to thank the volunteers, because of whom we are here.
That's really great. That's really great. I mean, I think you took on yourself to solve the problem, and everybody joined the idea, and everybody works towards it without even meeting each other, which you told before. It's really amazing. It's really amazing.
Yeah.
So Pragya, like, I would like you to start, like, you form first the admins team, right? I have the thing with you, with me, for example. So how do you manage all these rules and regulations and kind of this? Because in Germany, there are certain things which need to follow. Who took care of it? And they could say some few words on this also, please.
I think rather than that, I will do one thing, because we call it as an Indian food train. Our admins team also works like a train. Okay. So I will pass on to one person, and then it goes to the next and next. Then you will already have an idea how the train is like.
Perfect.
So I will pass on to Malvika, because after me, it's Malvika who talks to the parents. And then it is Manaswita who talks to the patients. Basically, there are 2 categories. We are helping the new parents and also patients who have no support for food and everything. So I would pass on to Malvika first, and then maybe Manaswita, and then we will move on, and you'll already know how the whole works. So Malvika, all yours.
Malvika, thanks, Pragya.
Few words on yourself, and then you work into this, please. Yeah.
Sure. First of all, I'll take this opportunity to thank Pragya for rolling me in this great initiative. I can't tell you the immense pleasure every time a food train is completed I get. Although even if I'm not a part of making meals for that, but the way I coordinate, the way all the team and the volunteers work, it gives me an immense pleasure. So I really want to thank Pragya and the entire team for that. And to begin with, a few words about myself. I'm Malvika. I came to Munich around 2 years back. I'm still new to Munich. I have a daughter who's 5 years old. So I'm learning German these days. So I had a lot of time with me, because along with the German language, it was only 3 hours. And then I had like 3-4 hours more spare to myself. So Purva was the one who introduced me to this initiative. She asked me that, Pragya is starting this initiative, so why don't you come along and, be a part of the admin team? And I said, okay, well, yeah, sure. But, when Purva approached me for the first time, I misunderstood it. I thought that it's only me who would be admin. And I said, no, I can't take the entire, so much of work I can't do myself alone. Then she explained me, it will be a team of admins. And I said, yeah, then it's okay. And it's a great idea, great initiative. Let's be a part of it. So I would thank Purva also for rolling me into this and motivating me and, guiding me that, yes, let's do this. So this is about me. And as Pragya told that we have few steps how we work as an admin team. So we receive requests from 2 kind of groups. One is parents and one is patients. So basically, I speak to the new parents. They come to us with their requests. So I am the first point of contact with them. I speak to them. I try to understand where they're based. What are they looking for? Any later on, as we evolved, we formed a form that, or we formed certain questions which we need to ask them, so that that helps us to formulate the meal trains, as if they have any food allergies or any dietary specifications, how many members are there in their family, because for some new parents, I would not say new parents, but as in second time new parents, they already have a first child. So that kind of thing. So I get in touch with them. Then we pass on the request to Gitanjalee, who forms the WhatsApp group. And then we seek for volunteers. Purva is the one who seek for meal volunteers. So that is how we move ahead. And then we form the WhatsApp group where the volunteers come. They say, okay, we will volunteer for 1 day, 2 day, 3 day. And then I'm in touch with the new parents constantly. And when they deliver, then I inform the entire group that, yes, the baby has been delivered. And from this date, we have to start the meal train. And I would also like to add that sometimes even Manaswita helps me out with new parents, because as compared to patients, new parents are more. So if I am overloaded with the request, then Manaswita also pitches in. So that's also a great help.
That's nice. That's nice. I think you have done a great job. Thank you once again from my side. And handling new parents is also sometimes very hard, I understand, because they are excited, and also they have all these mixed feelings. Fear is also a factor. When can my mom, dad can come here to help me out? And you have to take in all and then understand the requirements, like a software engineer, and then okay, what is needed for the existing, already child that is there also. That's great.
It is hard at times, yes. But by God's grace, it's going successfully. So I'm happy with that.
Thank you, Malvika. Thanks. That's really nice of you. So the next person will be talking about the patients, right? So please introduce.
Yeah, Manaswita.
Hi. Thanks a lot to the whole team, actually. I just say that how it started for me was I saw the post for Indian Food Train. I think Pragya posted it, and I thought, okay, I'll volunteer. And the thing is that I'm a new mom myself. I have an 11-month-old daughter. And I told her that I would be very happy to cook, but I cannot deliver because my daughter is simply too small. And she said, yeah, sure. And we'll arrange and whatever. And it happened so that there was another volunteer ready who could deliver and cook. And I was very happy for the parents. So I stepped back and so this is how I got introduced to the whole initiative. And then I saw a post by Pragya a couple of weeks later that she's looking for more admins. And I thought, yeah, you know what? I can actually pitch in and I can help these girls organize because I will not be able to deliver if it's not in the area where I live. And I was very happy that she had space, and we didn't know each other. Actually, we don't know each other, but still she took me on board, and that was really great. My motivation behind this was, as I said, I'm a new mom. My parents couldn't fly in. They haven't met my daughter yet. And it was very challenging. And I'm still very grateful that we could find help we needed. So our friends were immense support at that time. And also we could find a help, we could find a house help who cooked for us for like months after I delivered. And I know it's not possible for everybody to arrange that sort of help. And initial weeks are very difficult. So the fact that we could help people in need was very driving for me. And, I work as a scientist, as a quality manager, basically. And work is something that gives you another sort of pleasure. And this is something totally different. So this satisfies you on a different level. And since I am in Hilton side, I was like, okay, yes, sure. I have time, which I could dedicate to a good cause. So that's how it began for me. Like Pragya and Malvika already mentioned, I talk to patients. The procedure is basically same. I think Malvika, Pragya and others set up a great system when I joined us, actually. So I just had to do whatever they were doing. So I take a similar sort of questions from patients, for example, and then we pass on the requests to Gitanjalee. She takes care of arranging the trains from there on. That's what I do.
That's nice. Also, handling patients, especially during COVID time, you have to ask a lot of questions and also
Yeah.
ask what kind of precautions the volunteers who are delivering has to take. That will also be, I think, a major
Yeah.
question, right?
I think it's very overwhelming to see how kind people are. It's not just so we are dedicating time for sure, but the major effort comes from volunteers, and also how accommodating they are. So at times I get requests which I feel okay. It might be hard to find volunteers for, but it's just simply overwhelming that we always end up finding volunteers. And I think it was not long ago, I think Malvika can be more precise about it, that we arranged a food train within 2 days and we thought we couldn't. And it was like within 2 days, like in 2 days, we started delivering the food. And I think it was a couple of hours within which we got 7 volunteers, So I think it's simply the volunteers who are driving this train to where it is going right now. So I think it's really, really heartwarming how people are and how kind people are.
That's nice. I think they were all waiting for an opportunity to help, and then you people will
Exactly.
respond, right?
Exactly.
It's just attracted and become a bigger fire, I would say. That's really nice.
Yeah. I mean, and I also told Pragya before, so such thoughts popping in your head, but you never act on it. So if you ask me, I might have thought about it. I do help my friends around, but that you don't consider as help. You friends and you do things for them, and they do things for you. You think about these things, but you don't act on it. And the fact that she thought about it and she acted on it, and then how people joined it in is simply so sweet.
Yeah. That's really nice. I mean, getting different people from different backgrounds, like young moms, experienced moms, singles, and everybody,
Yeah.
single platform is really tough. And like Pragya mentioned at the start, like more than two women working together it's a struggle. I think you guys broke that stereotype question and then proved that it was wrong, which is very nice of you guys. Yeah, that's very nice. Thank you, Manaswita. And
Thank you. I think Gitanjalee is the next person who can tell you more about how this initiative runs.
perfect. Please, Gitanjali, tell a few words and please tell your role on this team. Yes.
So, hi everyone. As Manaswita said, it was the Facebook post of Pragya where she was looking out for admin, and I saw the cause was really noble. And I delivered a baby 2.5 years ago, my second child, and I didn't have my parents. I don't have my parents, so I didn't have anyone to come down here to help me, and it was really challenging because I have a son of 13 years. So taking care of house and the baby and everything was really challenging. So I could really understand where the new parents, all the second time parents stand when they have a baby here. So when I saw Pragya's post, I thought it was the right thing to do for me because I understand the feelings of the parents. But cooking becomes a bit difficult since I'm working to clinical research, a full-time job with a toddler and a teenager handling. So it becomes a bit difficult, but I try to pitch in also for cooking wherever possible and also for delivering food also. So my role basically is starts when Manaswita or Malvika gets the information from the recipients who wants the food train. So they give me all details, and then I create a food calendar where we write all details like the address, not the complete address, only the street name, and the specifically the place where it belongs. Suppose the street name and in bracket the place maybe Bergamlein in Munich. And then the due date, tentative due date, and the food preference, what the recipient wants. Is it a veg food or non-veg food with any food restriction or allergies, what they have. And then I list down a day 1 to day 7. And then we write also that we prefer volunteers who would like to deliver also, because getting delivery volunteers becomes a bit problem because all of us are working, so everyone can't go down on weekdays to deliver. So that's the reason we ask our cooking volunteers to preference to give delivery also. And then we also have an option that the husband can also pick up if possible. And after that, we have a cooking volunteer WhatsApp group, and we post this calendar, food calendar in that. Me and Purva both do this activity. And then once this food calendar is ready, like all our great food volunteers, I really fall short of words for our food volunteers, the way they help us, the way they come ahead and help us in every possible way. It's overwhelming. So then once we get ready, our food volunteers, like the train is ready, we create a WhatsApp group and add all our food volunteers there. So this is in nutshell what I do. I'm a very small part of this group, but our main heroes are our cooking volunteers and our delivery volunteers. We are just driving them and just helping them from our own place, but these are the ones, they are the real heroes, and they are the ones who are helping.
Absolutely. I think that is one sentiment which we all admins echo, that the actual success of this initiative goes to our cooking agents, like cooking volunteers and the delivery volunteers. We could not done anything without their support.
That's really nice. I think they are like the engines of the Indian food train.
Yeah,
Truly.
we are just the compartment.
We do call them our real engines.
Yeah.
That's nice. Thanks, Gitanjalee, for
You're most welcome.
what you're doing, and please pass on to the next cabinet in your train.
Yeah, so it'll be Purva now.
Please, Purva.
Yeah. Okay. So, hi, first of all, a very good morning to everyone. If I have to talk about how I got introduced to this initiative was, again, I saw Pragya's post, and for me, it was like I really appreciated the thought that came to her mind, and I liked the idea. I commented that we could make this work by having some cooking volunteers, delivery volunteers. And I think that is where, when Pragya thought that maybe I can be a part of this team as an admin. So we had a small chat. I know Pragya from before. And more than me, I think it was Pragya who saw that, I could be an admin and I could be a part of this initiative, because I was really not very sure, because I also have a 12-year-old son who goes to school. Then I have to help him with the homeworks, and I have a 2-year toddler as well. So I wasn't sure, but thanks to Pragya, who believed in me that I could run this beautiful and very kind initiative. And somewhere I love to cook. So as Manaswita said, that we've been doing these activities. Like we of course, we support our friends, we cook for them, and cooking is something very special to me. So I thought, okay, maybe I'll give it a try. And I told Pragya that I can be an admin, but more than that, I would be more interested in cooking and helping the actual people out there, because I really feel for them. And I believe that especially in these last 2 years, we've gone through so much dullness, gloominess in our lives, that somewhere I wanted a platform where I can give it back to the society. So for me, this initiative initially was, I think, more for myself. I wanted a platform where I could go back to the society, give it, help somebody who is in need and give back to the society, because that was very satisfying for me. And that's the only idea, like only motive where I said, okay, yes, I want to be a part of this admin. And after that, as everyone has said, then we got really good set of admins, we gelled around, and the synchronization is superb in this group. As in, we are meeting now, today, yeah, fingers crossed, druk in the down now. So we are meeting everyone today, face to face. But in spite of not seeing each other, we have brought this initiative successfully so far. The last 3 months have been so incredible, that we've helped a lot of families, and the feedback that we get from the families, it's simply overwhelming. So my role was like, initially when we started with the trains, we were making food calendars for people, and of course we were not very structured that time, and we were just getting helps from Facebook or our known people and making trains for them. So that's where I pitched in, and I created a collated WhatsApp group of all the people, all the cooking people who've helped so far or who are willing in future to help us. And I basically manage that group of cooking volunteers, where we have beautiful people. We have a total number of 57 cooking volunteers as of now.
Wow.
Yeah.
You can start a 5-star hotel with that in Munich, actually.
Uh,
With Indian
so,
people, of course. Yeah.
right. True. And yeah, so the task which goes is like Gitanjalee creates a calendar, and then sometimes Gitanjalee posts in our group, or I work very closely with Gitanjalee, so we post the request in the WhatsApp group, and then the cooking volunteers volunteer, and then we try to fill in day 1 till day 7, and preferably the cooking volunteers who can cook the food and as well as deliver. Okay. Yeah, and there have been incidents, believe me, Arun, that there have been incidents that I post a train request, and within the next 10 minutes, it is complete. Okay. We have more volunteers offering their help than we need. And yeah, and it's becoming very common these days. Like, we post a request, and in the next 15 minutes, it's complete. Okay. So
actually, I wanted to ask you a question. How do you handle if someone is not available, but you already answered my question very briefly? That's really
yeah, and it's so amazing. And as we have all already said, that the success of this initiative goes to the cooking volunteers. We don't even have to ask. There have been people who nominate themselves for 2 days in a train, 3 days in a train, and irrespective whether they are working women, working moms, they offer their help on weekdays. So that's simply amazing. And we get overwhelmed by seeing, oh wow, this train, we were thinking it's very difficult, and it got finished in 10 minutes. Wow. And I would also like to quote a case where we got a request on Friday. It was not even in Munich. It was close to Poing. Okay. And on Saturday, we all admins were discussing, should we take it up? It's too close. The baby is already delivered. They have come home, and we have to start the train on Monday. It's not even in Munich. How are we going to manage? We don't have volunteers around Poing. So it came to a point where we actually thought we'll say no to the family. Okay. But then just at I thought, okay, we'll post a message in the group, and let's see, maybe we have 1 or 2 moms or females living around Poing, and even if we can help them for 2 days, it would be good.
It's really great. Yeah.
And imagine, on a Sunday morning we posted, and by Sunday afternoon we had volunteers who were willing to cook as well as deliver in Poing, and the food train was completed within, I think, by the afternoon, Sunday afternoon. And the meals got started delivering from Monday. So yeah, we could have done nothing if we don't have the support of our cooking volunteers and the delivery volunteers. I would like to take this opportunity to thank them. And though we could bring in only few of them here, but I think we will convey this message again, and I would request Uthra, Harshdeep and Gayatri to convey our gratitude to all the help that we are getting from all the cooking volunteers.
That's great. That's very nice of you. And I think you guys have been coordinating so well that you're planning to expand. Yeah, maybe you'll one day cover whole of Germany. Who knows? Yeah, it could happen also. I'm sure.
I think now,
yeah.
Hopefully, yes.
Yeah.
No, I think after seeing this video, a lot of moms might try to connect with you to get the idea behind it, get support to extend to neighboring cities. Could happen.
Oh, it has started. Arun, I'm sorry if I'm interrupting. It has started. Okay. Priya has started in Ingolstadt, and I was really overwhelmed, and I congratulated her, and she said, no, it's from you. We got the inspiration. I said, doesn't matter. I mean, you have started. That means a lot to us. It has now gone to Ingolstadt. I believe that if this idea, I mean, through your video and through any medium, if it reaches more and more people, I mean, anybody can. It's just about it's just about taking that one step. You take one step. People are waiting to help. It's not like people don't want to help, but they need a platform. 1 or 2 people, if they just take the initiative, and you will see how many people will come together. So this is overwhelming. So yes, we'll have more. Why Germany? I think throughout the world, wherever Indians are there and they need support, I think the whole Indian community is going to come for help. Just go for it. Take the initiative.
That's
So
really
I'm sorry, in between I interrupted.
No, please. It's your time actually. So I'm just a listener here. I'm not doing any interviewing part. I'm just questions. So please feel free to talk.
Yeah.
Thank you once again. So please pass on to the next person. I mean, next
It's
compartment.
Gurmeet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it would be Gurmeet.
Yeah. Gurmeet actually joined. I think she was the last member who joined us. And but you know what? Like we said, volunteers can cook. And what do we do with those who cannot deliver? Like I said, mostly the moms who are working, they prepare the food. And basically, we prepare the lunch and dinner when we deliver it between 11 to 12 because we don't want to disturb the parents like twice a day.
Okay.
But then we got stuck. What do we do? And that's when Gurmeet came in and took over the field of volunteers. She's the one who coordinates with the delivery volunteers. It's basically sometimes it happens that out of 7 days, 4 days, we get the volunteers who cook and deliver, and 3 days we don't have any volunteers who can deliver. They say that we can cook, but we need somebody to. So see, it's a challenge.
Yeah.
It's a big challenge because although we are working from home, but we are working.
True.
So finding somebody who can pick up the food and deliver it to the recipient, this was a challenge, and that's when Gurmeet actually coordinates with the volunteers. We are more than happy by this platform. I want to invite more and more delivery volunteers. Please do come because this is what we need. This will make a lot easier for us. So Gurmeet talks to all the volunteers. Okay, this is the pickup point. This is the drop point. So this is how Gurmeet coordinates with us in the team. So basically, it's Purva and Gurmeet who are in touch with the volunteers. They are the point of contact. Like Manaswita and Malvika are the point of contact for patients and parents. Purva and Gurmeet are the point of contacts for the volunteers. So you will see that they are the ones. I think our volunteers also know both of them more than us. So this is how we are a little bit more organized.
Okay.
Maybe I think in future we can set up a company together. That's how organized we are.
I could see that. Like you have a HR team, an organizing team, someone on the field. I mean, everything is there actually. Yeah. Just, please.
Yeah. And then we have 2 more volunteers now who will step in, and apparently both of their name starts with Pooja. P for Pooja. So both my Poojas take care of the one Pooja takes care of the database and the forms we get filled and coordinating all that, having all the information at one place, and then another Pooja takes care of the rules and meals. So I will pass on to Pooja Gandhi now.
Okay. Please, Pooja, please tell about
it. Hi, Arun. As you've got the clear picture now, how it works, who does what, and how it happens. But when we started initially, obviously, it was every thread was loose here and there, and we started working together, and we started taking responsibilities. Whosoever interested doing that, good at that. So initially, we didn't even made some trains. We just discussed it and just posted it and executed it and delivered it. And then once we started streamlining it and it's coming in place. So that's how forms came in and the database came in. So I take care of database. So whosoever new patient comes in, we request them to fill in a form so that we have we should not miss on into anything because they are writing that and there we have it. So say, for example, anybody, any lead, Manaswita or Malvika talking to them if there's any miss. So we have a form to go back and to check whether what they have written, any allergies or any preferences or that. So form is there. So that's how the database has been taken care. And how I came into this, I was chatting to Pragya casually on the WhatsApp, and then he shared, okay, I'm doing something of this sort, just join in. So I asked her a couple of questions, and she said, okay, we don't have a clear picture. We just have an idea. It's a work of heart. Just join in. And like you say, everybody is saying this, and the feel is the same. The tribe pulls you in. And this is our tribe. This is our tribe. We all gets overwhelmed, yes, because I think each one of us have all at some point of time have faced this situation where we feel helpless. There's nobody to help. There's even nobody to give you a glass of water. Maybe when you are ill, when you had fever, this is the major event of your life, being a mother. So why not? Why not? If not, the parents can come, and we all can relate to it. So that's why we are together. And thank you to everybody. Thanks to everyone, whosoever's doing what. And by God's grace, we could help somebody in need. That's more important, is yes.
That's really nice of you and well put. I think taking it and upscaling it using taking forms and database also helps you to manage things as well. And the point you added, like everyone has experiences, is 100% correct actually.
Yeah.
Like, although not personally, I have seen friends, like I said, start like experiencing difficulties, calling me Arun at 10 o'clock. And there are situations where sometimes we could help, sometimes we can't. And something like this really makes a lot of, like a cushion.
Although we are not doing it for everybody, yes, we are doing only for mothers and for the patients, yes. But at many a times in our life, it happens, because last year I'm here, I'm in Munich for almost 2 years now, with coming and going in between. So last year I was in Munich with my son, and my husband was not in Munich, he was traveling, and I was down with the fever. This is pre-COVID times, and this was 5 long days, and I was pretty new in Munich. I didn't knew much about Munich, and me and my son, I was supposed to drop him to the school also, though we are not taking care of such requests, but that feel that nobody is there, even you have to get up yourself to get a glass of water. So when I feel about mothers, because we all are mothers, of course, not even mothers, like parents also for that matter, like I get goosebumps when I feel that this poor mother, wo kya khayegi? Kaise karegi? And you can't eat sandwiches every time. You need that comfort, dahi chawal and dal chawal. You need that. So
you need food. Basically, you need
food. Yes.
And you know what, Arun? I think all the mothers would agree that when you have delivered a child, you are on the peak of cravings, because see, you're feeding the child. Because of lactation, you feel very hungry. And there is a possibility that if you're not given food on time, we can suffer from postpartum depression. There are n number of stuff. And so basically, food, healthy food is very, very, very important for a mother. She needs to relax. She needs to bond with the baby. How will that happen if the mother is in the kitchen cooking all the, she herself is like, half alive, half dead. So that is the push. And I can tell you, yes, men can understand, but women can feel it.
Yes.
Because I'm actually getting goosebumps.
Even yes.
We have been through that. I still remember the time I came back home, although I had my mother, but overwhelmed. Emotions are flowing here and there. Baby is crying. I have to feed the baby. I have to take care of. I remember
you're new to everything. Yes.
Yeah, it was lying there, and it was half a day I couldn't have my coffee because I was overwhelmed. Oh, I was so protective over my baby. Oh, she has to. In that, imagine you have to think about food, making food. So that is the idea. And just to add to what Pooja is saying, why we have a database also, because see, sometimes, like I said, now we have, I think, more than 17 or 18 food trains. Some of the parents, of course, like in our custom, you will also understand that in India, and I think all other places also, we do not reveal about the childbirth to everybody, unless the child is born, for a lot of reasons. So some parents wants to keep their name anonymous. Some parents do not want to keep their name anonymous. They are okay with the first name. So imagine handling so much information for 17 food trains or 18 food trains. Which area, who's in which area, how many volunteers, do we need more volunteers, do we not, and all these things are, and you know what, so beautifully Pooja has used the technology. I can tell you, that's what I said, we have experts who are brilliant in the jobs they're doing, like Pooja does. Everything is ready. We just ask, okay, this is, okay, ye kaun sa train tha, which train was this, who's what, and within like few minutes, and the way information comes is like, dude, I mean, we can actually form a company and we do so well, right? So that organized, honestly, when I started, I thought, okay, we'll have some food trains. Let's see how it goes. God knows. But I never imagined it will become a fully organized setup. And I see, although my admins will always give all the credits to volunteers, yes. But what if the coordinating team falls flat? We can't do anything. We'll just be haphazard, because see, when I'll tell you, we just write day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, and day 7. But when a mother delivers, and I can tell you, in the month of June, everybody will agree, we had 4 or 5 food trains going simultaneously. It's like babies raining in. At the same time, same day. I remember one day Malvika came and told me that, hey, she had a girl baby. Okay, she had a boy baby. I'm like, three the same day. But we did it. All the food trains are done. How do you think it's happening? Because everything is in place. Everybody knows their roles. Pooja gives us the information. She takes care of the forms. Purva takes care of the volunteers. Immediately, Gurmeet takes care of the volunteers. So everything is like set. But then came some small complications where we had to set few things right, because with all due respect, sometimes we get requests like, how can we start the tiffin service? How much do you charge?
Oh, yeah.
So that is when we thought, okay, what do we do now? Then we thought, okay, let's make rules now. So I think another Pooja, and Pooja can explain that. So I again give back to you, Poojas.
Please, Pooja.
Pooja Somani is there in a call. I'm not sure.
She's there. Pooja
She's
Somani.
okay.
Yeah. I think she's muted now. Okay. Pooja, can you hear us?
And the video
Pooja
is also.
Yeah, her video is Pooja Somani.
Yeah, Pooja Somani. Yeah.
You're there.
She's there, but she's on a mute and no video there. So maybe.
Okay, maybe she's hardware is not working. Possible.
Yeah,
possible. Pooja, maybe you can explain how you both coordinate. Yeah.
Rules were actually really important because we wanted to set the expectation right with the requesters and as well as the volunteers. When it comes to the requesters, that we wanted basic things, maybe their allergies and what the food they're allergic with and their locality, maybe where they're living in. We all live in Munich, but Munich is huge. We don't know. I live in some place. I don't know about the east or the west, the lanes and the straßes. So that detailed information, and that's how we thought rules are really important to put in a place. This should go into that, and for volunteers, for example, that we the rules we set, like for example, we are using only disposables. We are not expecting the dabbas back from the requesters. So that all keeping the rules in place after discussing with all the team members. Pooja Somani take care of that. She makes this, and then every new request comes, every new volunteer comes in, we share with them that this is how it works, and one should follow the rhythm, what it is, ethically. So that's about it. Pragya or Purva, you want to add something to it, maybe?
These are basically some. See, I'll tell you what. People need to understand one thing. I'm taking this platform again, Arun, that this is a voluntary service, and we all, like them, are mothers who takes care of family, who takes care of their own food, who takes care of the kids, who takes care of their jobs, and then we are doing this.
True.
So the only small expectation is the understanding that, okay, we are there to help you guys. But sometimes it's very difficult to tell. For example, if we are having how do you say, somebody says that, okay, after 7 days I will pay you, can you give me food for another 7 days? And then we're in a fix, although we want to help, but like I said, more than 7 days is very difficult for us, although I may God bless our setup, that hopefully we do it for 15 days also. And that's when we had to set up a rule that, okay, we'll do it for 7 days. If required, worst case, we might increase it, because in case of patients, it's very difficult. But in some trains, for example, although we didn't want to go beyond Munich sometimes, but if the requests come, we can't say no. We are in a fix. So how do we say no? Somebody has come with so much of enthusiasm that, okay, maybe we get some help. So sometimes we do exception, we do take them, but then we tell them that, see, it might be 5 days, it might be 7 days. We can't promise you.
Yeah, based on volunteers. Yeah, based on volunteers. And another request came a few days ago. They were not expecting, but the lady has already delivered the baby. And then later she came and she requested, can you please help us? And as obviously we couldn't say no, and we did that. So now the rules, what we have choked on all, we are requesting mothers to at least come and join us, or request us at least in your 36th week or 35th week, so that we have ample time to prepare it, to manage it.
Yes.
So stuff like that, and clear picture is always it's always better, because somebody is saying that, and since we are growing from 1 to 2 to 2 and 4, and now almost 20 trains, we are touching almost 20 trains. It's gonna be 20 trains by August. So some are active, some are complete. So yes,
I'll add one, Pooja. I'll add one. Basically, see, we are Indians, and we are like, if somebody does something for us, we feel like, okay, we should also do something for the person who's doing for. So it happened in the first few food trains when we were delivering food, we were given gifts. And that was something we were not doing for that. We were just doing for kindness. And of course, I understand the emotion of the parents. They think that, oh my God, they're helping us, so we should do something for that. But honestly, we don't want anything. Just your smile, and when you express that we were able to help you, that one line just makes our day. It makes our day. It is like so satisfying. I sleep with a big smile on my face. So that is important. So that is also, we added to the rule that, if you want to give us anything, just give us kindness and become a part of the train whenever possible. Of course, you're a new mother. So this is something we had to write in the rules. So these are basic rules which we...
But I think it's something, like you mentioned, it's part of Indian culture. When someone receives something, they also tend to give something back. So I think this is the thing that happened. But you have mentioned it very clearly now that a smile is what brings you more happiness.
Absolutely. And if you want to give, don't give us. Basically, you see, this is why I called it a train. There is a reason I called it a food. I could have said food services, right? I could have said food voluntary service. No, I called it a train. Why? See, I'll tell you what. This has to be a kindness train. This has to pass on. This has to move on. If we have done something for you, please do that for somebody else. Not maybe this train. Maybe you have a neighbor who needs you. Maybe you have a friend who needs you. Just reach out. Not necessarily you have to join this food train to help somebody. It's just a platform I tried to give. But believe me, the motive is be kind, because the world needs more kindness. The world, see, do you think I know anybody of these people? No, I might have not even seen their faces. Right? We did the food train, it got over. Yes, some become friends, some have joined our food train, some have become volunteers now. But yes, and we moved on. But intention, see the intention behind the admins, be it the volunteers, be it the delivery. I can quote two of my delivery volunteers. For a change, they are guys.
Okay.
They are guys. I have Vivek, I have Pawan, and they have their own family also. They have their job, but you know what? They take out time. They say, okay, I have a meeting at this time, but I will go on this time. I'll pick up the food, I'll deliver and come back. So that also they do. Why they are doing? And one of them is, I don't think the person has a child also, but see, he understands. He understands that this is a kindness train, and I should do something about it. And that's how. See, and I believe in one thing.
Mhm.
When you do something with a very good intention, the whole universe comes to help you. And this is the best example. Of course, idea came in my mind. Of course, I wanted to do it. But what if nobody believed in that idea? I would have just stopped it. I don't think we would be talking here. But like I said, since the intention was kindness, intention was to help, and because I personally have got a lot of love and help in Munich during my states, my 9th year here. So I thought, okay, how do I give back to the society? So I think let's thank all the volunteers who are connected to this train in any way. And Arun, you are also now a part of our train because you are passing on the message to others.
Yes.
So whoever joins in are a part of our train in any way. So this is the perspective I want everybody to understand and carry. And I have spoken enough. I think now let's move on to the volunteers who had been a part of our.
Yeah, we would like to hear it from our
Yes.
volunteers,
Yes.
their side of story, how they
Absolutely.
are receiving our initiative and how they feel about this.
Yeah.
Please step on.
So I would like to invite, Bhavya, Uthra, and Harshdeep. The
So we
delivery.
start with Bhavya maybe, and then the train can go on.
Yeah.
Bhavya, your turn now.
Hello, everybody. I know this is something so much close to my heart, I should say, because I always have this thought, but somebody should, similar people, like-minded thoughts, and connecting everybody together is something more important. Yes, I do deliver to my friends. I do deliver to somebody, a friend of my friend, but delivering to somebody who don't even, you don't even know. And that feel, it is seriously, you cannot express that in words. And how this started for me was, it was a regular day surfing Facebook. And all of a sudden there's something, wow, food train, what is that? And I interacted. I do not know this was run or initiated by Pragya. Then I received a message like, you have to join into a WhatsApp group. And first time is always new. You cook for your family. Yep. If there is slight increase in salt, they don't have a choice. They're supposed to eat. That's all, or else go. But it is not the same case to somebody who you don't even know when you cook. And this more responsibility comes in when you're cooking for new moms. There are too much of restrictions. And there I remember, I came to know a new mom, she's already in a depressed state because her parents were unable to come here. And when you come to know that, I extended my support and started giving these, breastfeeding advices. Baby cries always. Yep. And when you are totally down, sleepless, and whoever even talks to you, you get irritated. And if the baby sleeping next to you always cries, you get, oh my God, why? And you don't have that energy to, somebody should sit next to you, or at least you wanted to listen something which is pleasing to you as a new mom. We don't prefer advices. This is all normal. These terms we don't like, frankly speaking. Okay. We want somebody who should tell us, come on, this happened to me too. I was also stressed. This helped me to feel better, frankly speaking, when I was a new mom 2 years back. So that was which initiated. And after delivering a food and coming back home, that entire day I'll be showing my 32 teeth. And even my mom in India, when I call her and speak, she will surely identify that, okay, today there is one food train successfully happened. And that is why this girl is always laughing and smiling around. Or else what will happen, you will see a bulldog. My mom calls me and I'll be like, why did you call me now? I'm in a meeting. Then she calls me at night. I will tell her, I'm sleepy. Why did you call me? At the end of the day, there will be only yelling. Yeah. And this is an addiction. You spread positivity and you also receive. Even my daughter, at home, she will be like, okay, mom is laughing always. Something good has happened today. Then we can do whatever we do. Amma is not going to alert me.
She gets extra chocolates on the day.
Exactly. And this is an addiction. And as if like booking a first day first show, a Rajini movie kind, yeah. I'll be waiting in the morning for this food train initiated message. And I'll be like, I'm in.
Okay.
Sorry to interrupt, but frankly speaking, Bhavya is one person who we call her a star volunteer. She pitches in whenever we are in distress. She'll say, okay, for this train, I'll do 2 days, 3 days continuously. And she's the first one to respond to most of the trains. So
I think
Bhavya,
from
really,
we can call you the Rajnikanta.
yeah.
And more so, she's any day available, give me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
You
would
can't
also
fill-
add.
Yeah.
Sorry. You can continue, Pooja.
No. Please.
Yeah, I will also add in here. Bhavya is like, she privately messaged me, if any of your trains are not complete, please feel free to tell. And I tell her, please, Bhavya, take rest. We'll go to volunteers if you don't get, and then I'll. No. You can add me for 2 days, 3 days, and if your train is non-complete, then you just add me without telling me also. So hats off to her and her energy.
Come on, this is an addiction. For me, food is an addiction. And when I cook, I never know when my mom was cooking for me, it was like a normal activity. What is so special? And when you cook for new moms, and somewhere or the other now, I feel like, wow, Amma is really great. That feel only after 2 years I get, frankly speaking. And at the end of the day, when you get a comment from somebody stating, I'm happy, the meal is good, I feel good. I feel the way my mom cooks for me, that is something really big.
True.
And you cannot replace your mother at any cost. But when somebody who desperately misses their family and is super stressed that nobody is around, when you could do something to them, because this past 2 years, because of COVID, it is like, you cannot express it. It is like, I start my day, every day I wake up, make my daughter ready, send her to the crippe, sit in front of the laptop, work, eat, sleep. What else you do something different? When I go to bed a day, when I successfully delivered a food or do something good to a new unknown mom, I feel like, okay, Bhavya, today you have done this 100% human being reason why you were born. And that is something really different. And that feel, that is out of the world. And as I told earlier, that is an addiction. And I got addicted to this. And sometimes I'll be like, why there is no food train this week? Why didn't I cook? Is something wrong? Is there any active train going on? Did people forget me? What is happening?
I think it's a good addiction, yeah.
We all agree to it in India, in any community, any culture, any state, south, north, east, west. We all together feel and always say, and our elders also have been telling us that feeding somebody is one noble thing you can do. I follow Sai. Sai always say, "Kisi ko khana khilaya to sabse bada kaam kiya." And that feel, like Bhavya is saying, is can't be explained in words, of course. And it happened with me once. I cooked and I delivered to one mother. She bought a 2 days old baby outside because because of COVID and everything. I personally don't go in their house. I tell them, this is the packet, please take it and remove the top cover, discard it and take the food, because I travel in a train and it get exposed to many other things. Just discard the upper cover, or at times I bring that cover back with me because I don't want to leave that here. You take the food and give the upper cover to me. And that mom, she's so sweet. She bought the 2 days baby outside, and I just want you to see the baby. I said, don't bring him out. He's so tiny. And like the feeling they want to express in return can't be expressed. That's why we are here, and that's the tribe is here, because we all feel the same.
To add, the first food train, I still remember I was torturing Gitanjalee so much that what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to cook? How should I pack? Where should I deliver? Even now when I go through this previous chats, I'm like, why was she so patient enough? if I never know whether I will be handling all those questions so politely, because you will have a lot of things running in parallel. It is not mandatory that you should be polite enough. And when you have a lot of people who's ready to volunteer, she need not be. Until my train started, I was like, when will it start? why was it not started? You told one date and this date is already over. Did somebody started already? And you cannot imagine how I was bombarding her with a lot of questions. And one single smile always will be there from her. Bhavya, we'll tell you. Wait. And I could imagine, now I could imagine, Bhavya, you're literally torturing her. But somehow this team was so polite enough. One day or the other, you will be blocked in WhatsApp. And when there is no response, that is the reason.
Not at all, Bhavya. You are always, always welcome. And I will always welcome you with a big smile. So don't worry at all.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's really great, Bhavya. Like taking on the work and very inspiring, and getting addicted to something like this is really good in a way, actually. Yeah, especially we don't know how long will this COVID lockdown situations will keep on going, and parents can come, and being so enthusiastic volunteer is really important. Yeah, that's really nice of you.
Thank you. And over to you, Pragya.
Please, Pragya, to the next.
I think we have more volunteers. Uthra and Harshdeep, maybe I would want you guys also to pour your heart.
Please speak up.
Sure. Hi, everyone. It's so good to see everyone behind the this great initiative. And I would like to thank each and everyone for this amazing opportunity. Like Bhavya said, it just feels just amazing to be a part of such an initiative. So I'm not a mom yet, but I can totally relate, because a couple of years back, I fell sick, and all I had as a help was some unknown people who are now my friends, of course, from my German classes. So they were there for me, and they gave me food after I came back from the hospital. And those were the times I felt so emotional, and I said, okay, I will also do something like that. And on and off, I was also helping my friends somewhere. But when I stumbled upon this page in Facebook, I immediately messaged, and I just want to be a part of it. And some way or the other, I just try to respond spontaneously, and I just I can deliver also, because I can drive, and cooking is my favorite parts of what can I say? It just touches your heart immediately. The food can reach your heart, and I believe in that. And I'm a big foodie myself, and I love to cook and bake as well. And this particular, after I got added to it, it made me feel more alive. Trust me, because it was so generic in the last 2 years, because I'm a SAP consultant, and I have a travel-based job, and I never used to be at home so much. But in the last 2 years, stuck at home and being generic, like wake up, just sit with a coffee in front of your laptop, just go eat something and sleep. That was my entire day, and I never go out or do something for myself or anything. But this feels so good that I'm able to, meet someone whom I never know before, and I'm able to feed them with all my favorite delicacies, of course. And this just feels like, being there for someone, which I would also have expected a couple of years back when I was sick in the hospital. I was expecting someone, my parents couldn't come, and my husband was there traveling from home to hospital, and he was just taking care of everything at a time, and he still had to work and everything. So this particular chance is just my way of giving back to the community, like how Pragya mentioned earlier. And once again, thank you so much for this opportunity. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
We are thankful. We are thankful to you guys. Oh my God. So yes.
Together we rock.
Together we rock. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thanks for the one.
Harshdeep?
Yes,
Harshdeep is there?
Yeah.
Yes. Hello, everybody. So first of all, thank you so much for inviting me here. And thank you, Pragya, for this initiative. And I got to know this about this food train, like in WhatsApp group, somebody has shared the link of this page. So I just went there and checked, and I see, wow, this is so, like, generous and kind, like you're helping others without knowing each other. And as you know, Arun, we are meeting here for the first time. I didn't know Pragya, I didn't know Malvika and all, Purva and all. No, I just went to the page, like somebody has shared the link. So I waited for the food train. They are updating. I didn't get the chance. I don't know why. I follow the page. I like the page. So I messaged to them. I want to be a part of this food train, but I'm not getting chance. Is there any WhatsApp group? Please add me in. Please add me in. Add me in. I don't know who is there behind the message. They added me in the WhatsApp group, and I joined. So I was really very happy, blessed to be part of this food train, and I'm not a mom yet. So yeah, I'm very happy to help. Like somebody needs help, and we don't have family here. So sometimes who will be helping? We are thinking, oh, who is coming to help and all. So this is very good platform I got, and and I also love to make and cook. Oh, yes, obviously. And I'm a Punjabi Sikh, so the langar we provide, like in Gurdwara. So it's like our religion-based service you can say, or helping each other. So I got that inbuilt helping services. So I'm ready to help any kind of way I'm doing. So, if you are living in this society, I always believe if you put something in it, you will always get, not always, like if you are helping each other, it's like kind of, yeah, you are doing something good. Like Bhavya says, a big smile on face. Yeah, we are smiling. Oh yeah, it's successfully delivered, and some parents come and choose to pick up. So I have delivered like three food trains, and I'm very happy to help, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And thank you so much for inviting me in, and to thank you for the opportunity to be in this part of the food train. Like I feel very blessed every time I get the food train and I registered my name. Yeah, I'll do it, and I feel very blessed. I can't, express in the word, and very good initiative by Pragya and other admit teams, I can say. So yeah, this is all their initiative they have started, and we are just like the Pragya said, it's a food train. Yeah, we are. This is the five fingers. We can if we one foot fell down, it's none of the use. No, we can stand together. And yeah, thank you so much again, and thank you Arun for creating this meeting so we can see each other's faces.
I just, sorry to interrupt, I just want to add one thing here. Harshdeep took up 2 trains simultaneously last week and prepared 2 different type of meals and delivered it on the same day. So it was something really out of the way. See, she took up 2 trains. We have another volunteer also. Last week, she also took up 2 trains, and Harshdeep also took up 2 trains last week. At the same day, she was cooking for 2 trains and delivering it. So thanks a lot, Harshdeep.
Yeah, no, it's really, I feel very blessed to help you out. You and other people who need help in this, the patient or the new mom. Yeah, it's very difficult. Yeah, I'm not a mom yet, but yeah, I can, touch the feel because I'm a woman itself. So I'm also a woman. I can feel what does, I can't say here, but we know what does it feel if we fell down with fever or other other health issues. We have family. No, if you don't have child, but you have husband, you have to cook for him. No, they are very supportive to their wife, and my husband is very supportive. If I'm fell sick, don't worry, I'll cook. Don't worry, I need this. I'll do this. I'll do this. Like it's very overwhelming. And one thing I want to add, I have delivered the food train, and the message you got from the parents, like, thank you so much. You did too much for us. You people are doing this and this. Like I don't express that, the happiness. I'm jumping. Wow, yeah, I helped someone. I did something good. I did something good. And the admin team, the volunteers who are managing our team, Arun, they appreciating too much. Sometimes it's like they put extra sugar and the honey. It's very overwhelming. Like we did so too much.
No,
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 we
no,
did
no.
too much. Like we are doing too good. We are getting appreciation and the messages from the volunteers, private message, group message. I can tell you that we don't need, as Pragya said, we don't need any gift or any, not credit. But the appreciation they are giving, I feel it's all we all need and we all want. Thank you, Pragya. Thank you, Malvika Lee, Gitanjalee Lee, and I'm very younger.
You made me emotional. I don't know, I'm choking.
Yeah.
But
We can
believe
feel
me,
you, Harshdeep.
it comes from the heart. Believe me, I think, like I said, I just started it. You guys are giving too much of credit to me. Please give credit to yourself. I think I take this opportunity. Let's have a clap for you guys. I mean, see, it's like, okay, I can cook. Everybody can cook. Most of us can cook. But the thought that I want to cook for somebody whom I don't know. I have not seen her face. I don't know who he is, which community, the person, but nothing you think. You make the food and every appreciation comes from here. That's why it reaches you. And when you're talking, right, you, especially the volunteers, you made me very emotional. You're giving too much of credit to us. But without you, we are nothing. A train cannot run without, they say, right, engine can only pull. But what will engine pull? It had to have those dabbas, right? So you.
fact,
I can
I
see
would like to thank
sorry.
Arun. I would like to thank you, Arun, because of this meeting, I think this is the first time we are seeing reactions from the cooking volunteers, and it feels so nice that they are also resonating with the same feeling. And somehow when we are like just chatting in the WhatsApp group and we are not seeing the faces, sometimes while creating the meal trains, a thought sometimes comes to our mind that are we overloading them? Are we like how we that every day we come and ask, okay, we need volunteers. We should not be pressurizing them. But through this meeting today, I am feeling really good that I'm really, by seeing Harshdeep's excitement, it is giving me a pleasure that okay, like this platform is spreading happiness not only to the new parents but to all the volunteers, admins, delivery volunteers. And like this is a kind of kindness and happiness that we are seeking for the last 2 years, and touch wood, this goes on forever now.
And
And not to miss, we have Himashi.
Yeah,
I've seen Himashi waiting for
Himashi is our delivery volunteer, right, Purva?
yeah. Himashi and Vivek are the delivery volunteers. We'll hand it over to them to speak about it. Before that, I'll just mention Gayatri's name. She's also one of our top contributors, but she had to leave the meeting, so she's right now. But
Gayatri is also like Bhavya. Just to let you know, I remember when we had started in the initial days, and she would message me that okay, I mean, first three. See, you won't know, you don't remember the names very frequently, but in a row, the third food train also Gayatri came. Then I said, are you sure? Because you are already in 2 trains. She said, any train you do, you just add my name. Don't even ask me exactly like Bhavya. So these are few of my heroes. Although all of you are my heroes, honestly. But these are few names. They are like 2 days, 3 days. Okay, do it. They themselves have kids and still they say, okay, big deal. And they make our lives easier. So that's why we take a few names more and more. So yes.
It takes a lot of like sacrifice to do this, because everyone is occupied with your own work. But I mean, let's move on to the other. But before I move on, like I can see everybody's spirits actually flying out of you, like excitement. It's just really nice to see in a time like this, like last 1.5 years is not easy for everybody. Yeah. I
Very
mean,
true.
especially moms, parents, when they, I mean, I don't want to go to data, when they analyze like German population, it's like moms are working almost 56% more than normally what they do. Yeah. Because of this home office and these kinds, and this puts a lot of personal stress, and doing something like this voluntarily takes more time, like more than what they estimate, I guess. And you're doing that, so it's a very, very big thing which you're doing, which you're not realizing this level of what you're doing. Actually, I would say, yeah, it's really, really nice of you. So please,
Thank you.
great job, really great job. Thanks,
Himashi.
Himashi. Please, we are waiting for your words.
Hi everyone. Thank you, Arun, for doing this, and thank you everyone. I'm a student, or I just graduated, so I think I don't know how to cook very well, especially for a mother or a patient. I don't know how much salt I have in my food. I just eat it. So cooking was really out of the window when it came to this kind of concept. And I found out about this from Facebook. So I was really happy. I really liked the idea, but I was like, I really cannot contribute. I don't want someone else to suffer through what I cook or bake. So but I think in one of the posts I saw that they, you guys wanted delivery volunteers. That's something I can do. I have the time and the resources also on my end to, go ahead and deliver. Although I've done only one delivery so far, because it's during the daytime and it's a little bit difficult to coordinate on that time. I think I picked it up from Malvika. So that was the first time I met her. Although like, since we are students, or at least I'm not a mother or anything yet, so I do not even understand or imagine what it might feel like. But we all have family, and so I have sister who is in US, and my mother couldn't go and really help her and everything. So I saw her journey, like, of going through those emotions, and there was a personal connection as well, that if it were my sister, if it was someone else who needed help, so I would go ahead with an extra mile and try to help, although it's very little to go and deliver only one so far, but hope to do more in future. And like you said, international Pragya, I've already told my sister about this, so whenever she's on a little bit better in her situation, she might try to do one there in Tennessee in future. So.
Excellent. Thank you. Thanks a lot. And see, don't say that you just did one or you're just a small part. Believe me, each part is important. So I give a heartfelt thanks to you and all the delivery volunteers. And great thing is Vivek is back online, and Vivek is also one of our volunteers. And the only man along with you, Arun, in this call.
Rescue me. Please.
Yeah, sorry. Actually, I actually want to apologize for joining a little bit late, because we also had a situation early morning. Like I had to take my wife to her office because her instrument in the lab was not working, and it was like emergency. I haven't even taken bath. I'm sorry for that. So as soon as I came, then I thought that it might be still going on. So let me just join and see.
You're on time. You're on time.
Perfect. Yeah, perfect.
So,
Perfect. Yeah, thanks. Like really, I just could hear like a little bit some stories of you guys, but it's amazing. Like the emotions we are feeling here is unbelievable, and the motivation what we are doing is like really, really great. And I myself also, I just learned this initiative on Facebook, and at the time I was like out of the project. Actually, I was in German. It is called Kurzarbeit, like a short-term contract. So I didn't have to go to office at that time. So that's why I thought it's a great time for me. I have time, and the time is really bad in this time in Munich. So I thought that why not to put away the negativity aside and do something positive. So it was the motivation for me, and because I had time and resources, so I thought, I can contribute a little bit from my side. And then, even though now my job has started already, but because of home office situation, we are at home, and I can use like that lunch hour between 11 or 12 or 12 to 1 that lunch hour I can use to pick up some food from a volunteer and deliver to whoever is needed. So I'm still wishing to, or I'm still willing to keep going, keep doing this as long as I can.
That's really
and yeah.
Oh, thank you, Vivek. And I remember he messaging me one day that I think your wife took the car, right?
Yeah. There was some miscommunication. I forgot the appointment totally, and she took
But
the
you know
car
what?
to her.
Why I took this point out? It's not like, see, when you although you messaged me with a hurry that, oh God, I forgot today was this thing, and I forgot to tell my wife she took the car. But you know what? I was trying to coordinate with my team by the time that, okay, how do we manage this, because Vivek in this situation. But within few minutes, you messaged me back saying that, all sorted out, I'll take care. And I'm like, that's when it struck me that, see how beautifully you took it as a responsibility, that no, it's my responsibility, I'll take care. Although you told me, but you had already sorted this out. So this is a small incident to just to tell that how dedicated all of you are for this.
Actually, to add to that incident, actually, I asked my neighbors also if he has car, because I talked to him. He knows he's a German old grandpa. He's my friend. We talk regularly, and actually, he was very, very amazed with this initiative from our side, and he's the one who suggested that we should take this story to Süddeutsche Zeitung, like the German newspaper. And on the same day, I saw already the article from Süddeutsche Zeitung. It's already there. And I asked him whether he has a car. He said that if he had car, he would immediately give me. But unfortunately, he didn't have car. One of my neighbor who is also Indian here, he offered me actually help, that let's go together. Maybe I can help you deliver. Yeah. But then, fortunately, like I could connect to my wife and she had time. So we just met in between. I got the car. I dropped her back to office, and then I delivered the food. And then again in the evening, I pick her up again. So it was like ultimately all sorted out. Yeah.
That's so sweet. Now, Arun, now you say, what do you have to say about all this setup?
Oh yeah, I'm really overwhelmed with all these inputs. I cannot be a commentator. I could only say like it's really a really very big work you all people are putting in, especially at a time of pandemic. Yeah, it's not so easy. If it was normal times itself, it's something like this is not easy. And doing something during a pandemic, managing your own stuff, own families, own kids, own health, especially German weather and Munich, I know like it's been like jumping between summer, rainy, winter in a single day. Yeah. And like Vivek said, like the practical difficulties and doing like James Bond stuff, sometimes, picking up somebody, dropping in the way. All these challenges everyone faces. Sometimes when cooking, I'm sure they're all past this. Maybe some ingredients is missing. I don't know, like maybe I forgot to buy something. They have to run to buy stuff. So all this could have happened to all of you, but still you have maintained and dedicated your time in a time of crisis like this. Is really, really appreciable above words, And this concept, like Pragya said, it has to expand to other parts of the world, not just to Germany. And this will really, I think, like everybody wants an opportunity to help others. This is an inbuilt quality we have within us. Like, I think it's a common in our culture, like whenever we go to eat, we ask the next person sitting to us, come, let's go to eat, or have you eaten? Like any part of India, or any culture in Asia for this case.
Yeah.
And when you're doing this, I can see like you guys are experiencing that again in Germany, because we are basically living in boxed houses. We don't meet people a lot, and this feeling that you're doing and you're helping someone out is satisfying your soul. Like I can see like, angels flying out of all these beautiful people here. It's very nice, no? It's very nice to see. And I am experiencing this through you. Like I feel very happy today. I think I'll do a lot of things today. I'll be definitely talking about this to a lot of people today, I guess, on this. And I'm also not, I'm a bit sad I'm not in Munich to help you out personally on this great initiative. But I'll definitely try to do my part whenever the chance provides and whenever it expands, like you said, to Ingolstadt, Priya's doing. Maybe I should talk to her on this. But otherwise, it's a really great job, because not every day is the same day. Yeah? Like yesterday, someday we are motivated, somewhere we are down, someday we have problem at work. Someday you have kids fall sick. Like anything can go crazy, and still you're doing this. It's really hard. Like me, just making one video per week out of 20 is hard. Yeah, and you're doing every day. Like I will not compare that. Please don't mistake me. But the amount of work you put in is enormous, and you're doing it voluntarily for people whom you don't know, and it's really great. It's really great, and I would say that please continue doing this work, and for all the volunteers who are not here and who will watch this video, definitely, you are also putting a lot of effort, and I would really appreciate you continue supporting this and grow more. Yeah. And this is a very good network, I would say, honestly. I could see a company, this is just shown as a volunteer organization, but this is like a company which is being run actually. Yeah. It's really nice.
Yeah. And a company where you don't get anything paid,
True.
But kindness. So that proves that kindness is the biggest payment for all of us. Yes. You know, kindness is the most expensive, yet the most free thing to give to people.
It's like a therapy. It's like a therapy for all of us.
Yes, like who Bhavya said, right? It's like an addiction. I wish this addiction goes to everybody. Everybody gets this addiction.
Hearing your stories makes me happy. I think when you're doing yourself, I'm sure this is a soul satisfaction thing, yeah, like a spiritual thing basically, because it's COVID, like whether you're spiritual or not, like people who go to temple or church or anything you go, you guys don't get the chances nowadays also. You guys always stay at home, and helping others, I think this not replaces, but at least adds some kind of spiritual feeling in you. Okay, I'm doing something good for others, and so God will give me something back definitely in a different way. You don't expect, but this will definitely come to you in a different way. That's our culture basically. Yes, that's really nice. Really nice.
Yeah. I agree.
And moreover, Sunday morning, 9 o'clock, everybody really fresh. That's really nice. On time, I have to say on time. I was the guy 2 minutes late. I saw everybody on time, which is very, very, very perfect. And especially having kids and coming on time is huge responsibility. I thank you again for giving me the opportunity to have this interview with every one of you. And thanks for taking time out of your busy schedules on a Sunday and spending this time with me. Yeah, thanks really for you and organizing all this thing together. Thanks.
We like to
thank you. Yeah. Go ahead, Purva. I have spoken enough.
No. Vote of thanks, a big thanks to Arun, because I'm sure that through this medium we are going to get more helping hands, and I'm sure that we are going to give back to the society even in a bigger way. Thank you so much for having this chat with us.
That's great. I mean, actually, when I spoke to Pragya, I just asked her, this is really great. Can I just put a poster or a WhatsApp message in my group, yeah, about this? But later I thought, no, this deserves a whole video. It doesn't just require a mention. So I think this, like you are the unsung heroes. Like people like me, we just collect infos, put online. It helps people, but it's just informative. But you are touching people's life directly. And this, you are the unsung heroes, I would say, who needs that definitely a bigger recognition in my perspective. So that's why I feel it's, I think this will be the, like the biggest interview I had so far, like a lot of people. And I'm very happy to put this on my channel as well. Yeah, I think it's a common thing. Yeah, thank you.
Means a lot. Thank you. Thanks a lot. And I thank all the volunteers, all the admin group, admin team members who are there, who could not join or who had to leave. I take this platform to tell you that this train is because of you, and this train will be because of you. Let's add more and more dabbas to this train so that this train is endless. So this is my wish for the day.
And multiple express trains on the other side. So it works.
Yes, absolutely. So yes, have a great Sunday, all of you.
Thank you, Pragya.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Have a great
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.